Hello, everybody. I am meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. And coming up in this update, we're going to talk at length about our chance of northern lights. Yes, it's there, but will the clouds cooperate and where will be your best chance to see them? And when will the potential be the greatest to see them? We could have a strong storm, and that means a geomagnetic storm, providing some brighter light potential tonight for those of you with cameras. But again, clouds could be a problem. And a look at our weather forecast at the headlines as well. It all starts right now. Hutch's weather is next. Let's get right.
Now, a Hutch's weather update with meteorologist Hutch Johnson.
Here are my headlines. That's what we're expecting. Northern lights. The best time to view will be tonight on this Thursday evening from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Looks like the highlight times, and there will be clouds in spots here in the upper Midwest. We'll take a look at where the clouds are now. We'll look at the model forecast for clouds and talk about where the best opportunities will be for you to view what could be a brilliant northern lights display. Then the next highlight, December's first flakes as we wrap up November on a beautiful and quiet note here in the valley. We have an Alberta clipper working its way through the northern plains. Now, it does not look like huge accumulation of snow, but there could be some. I'll have the latest little snapshot on that. So let's get going. Let's get right to that Aurora forecast first and foremost. Here it is. Now, check out this. This is a look at what's called the KP index. And the timeline this afternoon shows quieter activity. But as we glide into the 6 p.m. time frame and sunset, the increase in the KP values rises all the way up to 7. So there is a real good chance at seeing the northern lights tonight, even at some mid-latitude locations here in the United States, say as far south as Colorado, maybe even Nebraska, but there's going to be some cloud cover across different parts of the nation, and that could impact your viewing. The viewing peak is going to happen right at or just before midnight. That's why I said 9 p.m. to about 3 a.m. And then after that, I am expecting those northern lights to kind of, well, maybe taper off a bit, but the clouds will also be dashing through as well. So keep that in mind. Yes, we'll have a Saturday chance of some northern lights displays, but the best chance does appear to be as we go through our Thursday night into Friday morning here across the northern plains and a look at what's going on with that. How about not waiting another minute? Let's look at a forecast model of those temperatures and the clouds. All right, overnight clouds. This is a snapshot of the northern plains. You're looking at North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota on the northern half there near, well, Lake of the Woods. And the blue colors you see here are the cloud cover. The clouds will be spilling down out of Canada. They will be moving from northwest to southeast. At the same time, a storm system working its way through the central plains will bring an increased amount of cloud cover pushing in from the south and west. So at midnight, this computer model here shows that the chances for viewing could be pretty good, and that's not a bad thing. But that's not what all models are saying. So the bottom line, as far as we're concerned here in the northern plains, is just knowing that our chances will hinge on the cloud cover. Let's take a look at that cloud cover. I'll show you where right now it is the thickest, where it's moving, and where I anticipate that we'll be having the clearing pockets working their way through overnight. For some of us, the best viewing chances because of clouds may be closer to daybreak. So you want to maybe set the alarm a little bit early and head on out. All right, so for that, we're going to take a look at the cloud cover across the area, and let's take a look at the satellite view right here. Go. All right, this is a view of visible satellite imagery here in the northern plains, and this visible satellite imagery is showing that we do have some cloud cover right now spilling its way out of the Dakotas and working its way into northwest Minnesota. So right now we have a fair amount of cloud cover in these areas, and you can see the direction of movement to the south and east. So as the sun gets ready to set on our day, the best chance for viewing will be in our southern counties. But will these clouds continue to move in this direction, or will they dissipate as they are right now? And there is a hint in the lower left-hand side of some of those clouds drifting on in and working their way into our area as well. So keep that in mind. Now, as we head into the overnight hours and the cloud cover, I'll take a look here at what we have going on with regards to the satellite view. And let's take a look at the rest of the region here as I move this around just a little bit to maybe give you a little bit different peek at the satellite view. We have some clouds that are working into northern Minnesota, but the central plains as far south as Missouri are seeing some pretty interesting things with clouds. Let me get a bigger monitor here so we can take a look. All right, here we go. All right, so a look at the highlights on the cloud cover in the area. We definitely have, well, let's go here. Boom. Okay, so we definitely have clouds working their way through parts of southern Iowa right down here. Some clouds moving into the Twin Cities right now, and there's our little pocket of clearing working its way into Montana. And as we go down to the south, we can see a thick batch of clouds working through Missouri. So the chances in the nation's southern plains and even portions of the central plains for viewing the northern lights won't be so great as we go into the evening tonight. And we'll have hit and miss viewing tonight in the northern plains. Now, on to the second half of Hutch's highlights, and that was the fact that, well, we had to worry about a little bit of systems making their way through called an Alberta Clipper, and that system makes its way in as we go into your work week next week. So here is a look again at the headlines. First flakes, yeah, we could see some. What does it look like? Well, let's go ahead and take a look here at what we have going on. First and foremost, your planning forecast here in the Fargo area, breezy and cooler, seasonable weather on Friday. A clipper system starts working through as we go into Sunday night and particularly on Monday. Temperatures will fall from above average, way above average, near 40 on Sunday, down to 32. And there'll be a chance for a shot of some flakiness. And let's talk a little bit about that flakiness as we go through the period. Here it is. All right, your snow chances. An Alberta Clipper on the Monday time frame. This is a snapshot at about 3 in the afternoon. This Alberta Clipper is right here. The blue line shows the direction that the storm is going to be moving. Now, these Alberta Clippers in our neck of the woods are more blow than snow, but we're going to have a quick shot. The good news about quick shots of snow is that they don't have a huge chance to accumulate. There will be some accumulation, though. Look at this timing, too, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So your afternoon drive across eastern North Dakota and your evening drive across greater Minnesota could be impacted. Shifting winds, first southerly wind, and because we'll be warm in the midday and afternoon hours, I do think we'll have an area of mixed precipitation that won't have much in the way of snowfall to worry about, but the warmer variety of precipitation. Here's the cold front coming back down from the backside of the Alberta Clipper. That wind shift will bring a northwest wind as the storm passes the area, and that promises the cool down that we showed you on the extended forecast, and that extended forecast will throw right back up here right now for you in the FM area. So we have some great news to talk about. First and foremost, Friday seasonable. We're in the low 30s, breezy with passing clouds Saturday. We will have a mild day on Sunday, and I cannot rule out a flurry or two. Breezy with a shower of snow dashing through with your Alberta Clipper. That was my highlight on Monday. After that, and a little bit of a setback into Tuesday. Look at this. Temperatures are on their way up, and good golly, we're going to have mid-40s to around 50 degrees on your Thursday. So that's a look at your forecast. Again, I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. Give me a like, and well, if you have the option to, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. We'll keep you updated on our weather in the northern plains and beyond.